Hey, what's up? My name is Samantha Finkenstaedt, or Sam. I am a fifth-year human biology and nutritional sciences major, and I was born in New York and transplanted to Houston, Texas at a really young age, so I guess I'm Houstonian. Why I ride? It's a really interesting question. So I think initially when hearing about Texas 4000, I felt that I needed to have a very personal connection to cancer, and I've been very fortunate in my life to not have a parent or close relative diagnosed with cancer. I've had aunts and cousins diagnosed with skin cancer, but everything's been great after catching it early, and I think that's what's so great about one of the pillars of Texas 4000 is knowledge. So those techniques to catch cancer early has been really great. So the main pillar I identify with Texas 4000 is hope at the moment before I go on the ride. I've learned so much about hope and empathy and kindness and the genuine human nature from the kids of Camp Kesem, which is a camp for kids whose parents have had or currently have or have sadly passed away from cancer. They've taught me more than I ever could have hoped to have imparted to them through my 3 years of involvement with them. I'm my best self at camp. It's just pure joy being with them, and then seeing them in such a vulnerable position by day 3 and how connected they are to everyone around them, I think shines a light on how terrible cancer can be to a family, but also how beautiful human connection can be at the same time. So I ride for them, the kids with the hidden smiles, to give them all hope, as one of my good friends once said. So I had first heard about Texas 4000 probably my sophomore year, about the same time as I was getting involved with Camp Kesem, and I had run a half marathon for Livestrong prior to joining Camp Kesem. So I had heard a lot about cancer organizations in the Austin area, which is so great that Austin has all these great nonprofits around for college students to be involved in and like pursue careers in later on. And I think I really started to give Texas 4000 a hard think after some close friends had done it. Peanut, or Liz Satchel, she's called in Everyday Life, and then Luis Salazar. They were such role models to me my previous year in Kesem, and seeing them go through the process of Texas 4000 and how much joy and hope and clarity it's brought to their lives, and purpose, I think, most importantly, has been a really eye-opening and beautiful experience for me to watch, and I'm very excited to go through it myself. I think a lot of the ride will be very challenging, but I think that's what I'm most excited about, is the challenging parts, because a lot of the time the most challenging things in life are the most fulfilling, which is really cool that we'll be going through this with 80 of some of our potentially closest friends in that moment, in that time, that chunk of time, 70 days, and how close we'll become. And I think keeping in mind the purpose behind what Texas 4000 embodies and kind of what it stands for metaphorically, in the sense of we don't know the struggles that cancer patients go through, but through this ride we hope to embody their spirit and their fight throughout the entire process, and we want to somehow connect with them while spreading hope and doing this in honor of them. And then superficially, there are things that I think about of what are we gonna eat, everything else. We're gonna edit that last part out if that's cool with you.
Yeah. The superficially
yeah,
part?
Okay.
Thank
you.
No problem.
Okay, and then the last one, what am I most looking forward to?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what I'm most looking forward to with Texas 4000, I think, is meeting all the people along the way and sharing our stories with them and their stories with us, and carrying that with us all the way to Alaska, and just that sense of connection and meaning and purpose that they'll provide for us and we'll provide from them to them. I think will be a really interesting and beautiful experience for all of us, and it'll mean something different to all of us, but at the end of the day we'll all be doing it together, and somehow it'll mesh into this beautiful network of memories and meaning and joy, hopefully.